Here's everything you need to know about qualified personal residence trusts. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Small, I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today I'm here talking to you about QPRTs, QPRTs. Okay, here we go. Qualified personal residence trusts are a type of irrevocable trust that can be used to transfer your personal residence to your family at a reduced valuation than what it is right now. Didn't say that very well, but what happens is you give the house to the trust, you create this trust, you live in the house for a certain period of time. The amount of time that you remain in the house reduces the value of the present day gift because you are retaining some interest in the house because you get to live in it as long as the term of the trust is. You are going to reduce your taxable gift by that retained interest, and then at the end of the term, the house will transfer to the beneficiaries at the present day gift value. So all of the appreciation that you've accumulated over the span of time that you were in the house does not count towards your estate, does not count towards your gift tax exemption, and sort of passes tax free. That probably made no sense. So here's a quick example to illustrate what we're talking about. Let's say you have a home and it's worth $2 million. You plan on living in the home for as long as you can, as long as you want, and you want to give the house to your kids. But you do not want to have that value of the house to continue to grow while you live in it and then potentially be taxed when you die and it's transferred to your kids. So you set up a qualified personal residence trust. You calculate the value of the trust based on the current market value of the house, $2 million, based on how long you want to live in the house, let's say 20 years, and then based on there's a federal rate that's used, like a percentage that you sort of pile in and it spits out a number. Let's say for purposes of this example, the number that it spits out is $1 million. You are going to create this trust, you transfer the house into the trust. When you do that, you're going to make a gift, not of $2 million, but of $1 million. Then you are going to live in the house for 20 years. At the end of 20 years, the house will pass from you having the exclusive right to use it to your beneficiaries inside of this irrevocable trust. And whatever the value of the house is at the time will transfer as well with no additional taxes. So let's say your $2 million house goes up to $3 million or $4 million over the course of 20 years. Then that extra growth is not going to face any estate taxes. Hopefully that made sense. Now, there are some downsides to the QPRT that we don't want to forget to discuss. Number one, you no longer own the house. So if you decide you want to sell it, you're SOL. If you want to refi and do something else against it, SOL. You are no longer the owner of the house. You have the exclusive right to use it, but you're not the owner. Number two, you must outlive the term of the trust. So in our example, if you die after 15 years, the trust doesn't apply. The house is in your estate. It's going to be taxed. You're going to miss out on this benefit. Number three, in states like California, for example, this could reset your property tax value for the house, could remove some exemptions or some sort of grandfather clauses that you have. That could be a problem as well. And number four, and this might be the biggest one depending on what kind of taxes you're trying to avoid, there is no step up in basis because you have gifted the house into an irrevocable trust. Remember, step up in basis, when you die, the value of the house becomes the present day value. You only pay tax on the growth in the future for your beneficiaries. So in our example, the house would have a value of $2 million when it goes into the trust. When that growth of $4 million over time is going to face capital gains tax if you sell it. And if you bought it for $1 million, then the basis of the house is going to be $1 million. So when it gets in the irrevocable trust, if your kids sell it in the future, they will pay capital gains tax on that growth over $1 million. Could be significant. You need to do some math. But that's it. Qualified Personal Residence Trust, QPRT, sort of in a nutshell. Hopefully this made sense. If it did, great. If you want more of this stuff, like, comment, follow, subscribe. If you're someplace you can do that. If you have questions about this, ask them. I will answer them. And if you need help with estate planning or probate, cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it. I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate you. And I'll talk to you again soon.